Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is your GBN television news for today, Monday, January the 24th, 2022. Coming up in the headlines, Cook Hill residents unhappy about unwarranted attack on Grenville businesswoman and son, while the police say the attack leaves a bad reflection on the Grenadian people. Businessman Andy Williams grateful to good citizens who protected Hotspot St. David from fire on Sunday. And River Road Main Road reopens, but only to emergency services vehicles, minibus and lightweight trucks. We join Zia Frederick for what's happening around the world and for the latest in sports.
Thank you. In our program around the globe, what we find is supply chain problems cause more shortages in basic items. And coming up in sports, two Grenadians are part of a historic tour involving a U.S. female junior cricket in the Windward Islands. Join me a little later on in the newscast for the details. Over to you.
Thank you, Zia. We get the details after this message. Do stay with us.
First segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, this is GBN's News at 7. I am Cherrian Blackman-Stephen. It was a devastating weekend for the community of Cook Hill in St. Andrew as an attack on 2 residents in the area left their mother and son hospitalized. Renee Pierre-Thomas visited the community and spoke to residents who are not happy with the vicious attack on a Chinese businesswoman and her son.
Community members of Cook Hill St. Andrew are sad and heartened as a family in their community was violently assaulted during an attempted robbery last Friday. The mother and son, who are Chinese nationals, operate a popular restaurant in the heart of Grenville, St. Andrew, and has been living in the parish for more than 7 years. Police confirmed that at around 11 p.m. the individuals were attacked in the vicinity of the Old Church Sandal Street, Grenville, just a few houses away from their home. Both mother and son received chop wounds and are presently warded at the General Hospital in stable condition. GBN spoke to community members in the area who said they are disheartened and upset the incident, as many described the victims as polite and friendly.
Since we live up here, we born and grew up in Cook Hill. Cook Hill is not that. So I don't know. I was not wrong, but I hear that. And I know Cook Hill is not like everybody know them, and them we know them is like peaceful people. They doesn't interfere with anybody. They walk the road peaceful, go and come back, and I'm really sorry what I hear.
Because these people, they've been here for a long time. They're very polite, very humble,
and they don't interfere to anybody. And for somebody to just, in this area here, we don't really have that going on too. And we scared too.
Rather concerned to know that something like that happened actually here. It's the first time something like that happened. We've had incident in the past, but way back when, not anything like that. And considering it's so close to me, I'm concerned. I don't know them on a very personal level, but just passing and saying hi and so on. They seem pleasant to me, peaceful.
I talk away every day and every morning I see the people they mind the bills, me too. They don't interfere with nobody and they're serving food. The people who won't want to cook. Let's see what that is. You know, because that's real, I don't know, it's terrible.
One eyewitness who was fearful of being interviewed on camera stated that after hearing the excessive barking of her dogs and strange noise, she opened her front door to see what was happening and was in shock to see attack on her neighbors. Though she was unable to identify anyone as it was dark, she said the attacker ran off after realizing she was at the door. Assistant Superintendent attached to the Community Relations Department, Desmond says no official arrest has been made.
Presently, we have an intense investigation going on. There has not been any arrests at this time. We are questioning some persons, but not in terms of we have not detained or arrested anybody in connection with that particular incident over the weekend.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Meanwhile, head of the Police Community Relations Department, Assistant Superintendent of Police Desmond Richards, says the attack on the mother and son is not a good reflection on the Grenadian people.
This is leaving no stone unturned in going after the culprit who has committed such a criminal attack on these persons.
ASP Richards, they are seeking the public's assistance during the culprit from Friday night's attack.
It's never a pleasant thing, Chris, when you have foreigners being attacked. It is bad on our own people. And when you have foreigners that attack, us to know as a people and as a country that can have far-reaching consequences, and that it can affect our diplomatic and foreign relations as well. And the persons and the countries who are wanting to help us in our endeavor to improve our nation, our state, and the life of our people, that can also be affected. So it is on that map as well. We are seeking the assistance of the public as well in resolving that matter, and as quickly as possible.
According to the police, the perpetrator was wearing dark clothing with a face covering. Quick responses by police and residents close by Save the Hotspot establishment in St. David from a fire on Sunday. Their efforts were recognized by the business owner, who promises to show his appreciation in a special way. Chrislina John has the details in this report.
Businessman Andy Williams is now counting his blessings while expressing gratitude to the people of St. David. Williams told GBN that someone set fire to a garbage bin close to his business place. No one was arrested for the act. However, Williams says camera footage is likely to reveal who committed such act. The businessman spoke with GBN's news desk on Monday.
Well, actually, I was heading home after the carnage, and I got a phone call from someone that that there's fire there. So I immediately turned around and head straight to St. David's, and that's when I went up and saw exactly what went. We had a garbage bin on the other side. It seems as if someone would have lit the bin, caused the whole fire there, So a neighbor was actually out, and he saw the blaze and the fire, in flames. And he turned around one time and acted on it,
He says not much of the building was affected, although it could have been worse if Cherrian citizens did not intervene. He says no fear, bearing in mind that God is in control. The most important thing, he says, is life itself.
No, we had no major loss, and I must say thank you to the people of St. David's and Gavin once again. I must say thank you to Gavin, because Gavin, you know, he acted immediately, right? From what I heard, you know, he was going out. And when he saw the fire, just turned around one time, he grabbed his hose, you know, and went to the pipe, put on the hose, climbed up on the building, and started to wet the fire. And he had, you know, his girl, you know, and everyone there came out and did their best to out the fire. And I must say thanks to the RGPF. From what I heard, they responded very quickly. They say that the Grenville branch and the St. George's branch, both fire trucks were there at the same time. But luckily, when they came, the people already out the fire.
Williams promises to reward the Good Samaritans for their of goodwill.
And thank you for everyone who has been there for us, who is in our favor. I mean, it looked like if someone would have, you know, lit the fire, you know, if that person did it, we forgive them. It's not a matter of having things in our heart, you know. But when you look at the positive, I want to say thank you to everyone who has been there for us thus far throughout the years. And thank you once again to the people of St. David and Gavin, Miss Merlin, and everyone else who was involved in out in the fire for us. Thank you. And for that, we are going to give them a special for that this week.
In 2017, a fire at Hotspot Grandans branch destroyed about 90% of the supermarket and its contents. It was thereafter that Hotspot moved to the Carriage, where its St. George's branch remains.
It's been dubbed by some anglers the best fishing tournament in the region, and within the next 48 hours, the Republic Bank Spice Island Billfish tournament will commence in earnest. The stage has been set and is now waiting for the cannon to fire off. Proceedings on Wednesday morning. Cherrian has the details.
Best tournament in the Caribbean. Best tournament bar none in the Caribbean. We fish from Martinique, St. Lucia, Trinidad, both tournaments. Grenada, we always look forward to coming to this tournament.
Ready, set, go. Members of Cool Runnings from Trinidad and Tobago are keen on the return of the Republic Bank Spice Island Billfish tournament. The anglers say the camaraderie, the facilities, the hospitality and opportunities to sites are what make the tournament distinct.
Bar none, the best, organized. I mean, I'm not saying that they are organized, but we always feel a special place in our hearts to come to Grenada to fish. A lot of fish, which is good, which is what we had to do, you know. But apart from that, we love it.
Really a lovely, lovely island to come to. It's very close to Trinidad, and we enjoy the fishing here, even though we have been to a lot of other tournaments, as Colin has said. But Grenada is definitely one of the best tournaments that we love to come to and enjoy.
Nicholas George, chairman of the organizing committee, says the parties have already begun arriving, noting that the absence of the tournament in 2021 has built up demand for fun on the water.
Believe it or not, despite the present COVID situation, we've had a record number of pre-registered boats. We have in the region of 40 boats already registered, even though registration day is tomorrow. And I think we're on chart to have the most Grenadian boats actually taking part for 2022.
George says registration begins on Tuesday, with fishing commencing from Wednesday, resting on Friday, and tournament concluding on Sunday.
I'd like to encourage all Grenadians to try and come out a little bit early on Wednesday morning, get the kids dressed early for school, you dress early for work, come down to the Carnage. The Bimini start for the SIBT tournament is all the event that people love to see.
Camille Godard, officer in charge of marketing and communication at Republic Bank, tells GBN that they are elated to participate in the 52nd edition of the Spice Island Billfish tournament.
Over the years, Republic Bank has been an avid supporter of the Grenada Spice Island Billfish tournament, and this is no exception. We are pleased to once again be the title sponsor of the event, and we see it as a very important part of the calendar for Grenada, especially as we talk about the blue economy. So in terms of supporting the anglers, supporting the local economy here, we are very pleased to be participating in this event.
The premier fishing event is classified by most visiting anglers as the best organized in the Southern Caribbean. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is GBN News at 7. Still to come, River Road Main Road reopens, but only to emergency services vehicles, minibus and lightweight trucks. Stay with us.
Physical violence, threats, controlling behavior, and being disrespectful are no-nos in any relationship. Parenting together after a breakup can be difficult, but always speak and behave in ways you would want your children to speak and act. You cannot control what your ex-partner does, but you can control how you choose to respond to your ex and what behaviors you display to your children. Parents, display behaviors you will want your children to learn. A respectful child begins with you. Step up your parenting game. My family matters.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Republic Bank reminds customers of our Halifax Street and Grandin Steels Complex branches that our February 1st conversion date is fast approaching. Your new contactless-enabled credit and debit cards, as well as a new stock of checkbooks, are available for collection at our Grandin Steels Complex branch during the following hours: Mondays to Fridays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And for your added convenience, on Saturday, January 15th, 22nd, and 29th, between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Please walk with your existing debit and or credit card and a valid form of picture identification when collecting your new cards or checkbook. Remember, your old cards will not work from February 1st. Avoid any delay. Collect your new card today. For additional information, please call 440-4725 or email conversion@rfhl.com. Get ready to upgrade to a new experience.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's finally here. The long-awaited historical drama, Julian Fedon, is finally here. One man with a sense of destiny. 14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, presented by Heritage Theatre Company in conjunction with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Grenada National Lotteries Authority. Opening Saturday, 12th February, 7 p.m. at the center and continuing. Experience the conflict.
Close down their churches. Every one of them.
Feel the passion. The epic drama of a people caught up in a desperate struggle for freedom.
Seems to me like you are trying to get yourself killed.
Julian Fedon, bring out the entire family and enjoy an experience in Grenadian theatre.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Eyesore. Eyesore is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all the stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for playing Virtual Bingo and Sunday, January 30th from 6 p.m. It's appreciation time because you can win $10,000 US. Tickets are only $10 US and you'll get one free. Wait, what? Free? Yes! Purchase one ticket and you'll get another absolutely free. Offer ends on Sunday, January 23rd. So hurry and get those tickets now. Available in Grenada from numerous box offices and wide. Or if you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, January 30th. Join the fun online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's the new to pay bingo.
And leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank. Republic Bank reminds customers of our Halifax Street and Grandin Steels Complex branches that our February 1st Conversions Complex branch during the following hours: Mondays to Fridays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and for your added convenience on Saturday, January 15th, 22nd and 29th between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Please walk with your existing debit and or credit card and a valid form of picture identification when collecting your new cards or checkbook. Remember, your old cards will not work from February 1st. Avoid any delay. Collect your new card today. For additional information, please call 440-4725 or email conversion@rfhl.com. Get ready to upgrade to a new experience.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. After just more than 2 weeks of closure, some motorists can now traverse through the River Road, Main Road in St. George as of morning. Limited traffic is now allowed to flow through River Road. Rena Pierre Thomas visited the site this morning and brings us the update.
Emergency vehicles, minibuses and lightweight trucks are the only vehicles permitted to access the River Road Main Road, which is open to the public as of Monday, January 24th. The public road was closed to vehicular traffic with immediate effect from Wednesday, 5th January 2021 due to an unfolding situation of the undermining of the roadway with progressive collapse and the development of cracks along the road surface, which poses a risk to the general public. Safety officer of the St. John River Mitigation Project, Reginald John, says lots of work was done to ensure that the road was somewhat ready for a limited amount of traffic through the area.
A lot was done because we work longer hours, work on Sundays, whatever it is. So we did our best to at least bring it to a point where we can have light vehicles and buses going through River Road, but at the same time going through the back road, which doesn't affect the progress of the work that we had. We did a lot of it. We put up hard barriers for safety, so at least people have a guideline as to where they're supposed to walk, where they're supposed to be, and where they're supposed to not to be. All right, but like I said, a lot was done, but a lot of effort was placed on the road that the wall where the road was broken. So we fast forwarded that and took back from some of the projects that we had to do, make sure that was all right.
All other traffic is advised to use alternative routes to their various destinations. John said his team saw it necessary to ease the traffic in alternative routes such as Mount Rush, which is prone to accidents.
Because, like I said, we were very much aware of the inconvenience, the dangers, and everything that would cause, because you would be aware of some accidents that we had at Mount Rush, so we try to minimize on that and see how best we could do to probably bring the road back to normal running probably in the next 10 days. Right, I don't want to commit and say less than that, but at least within the next 10 days we should be having things up and running. Like I said, we work in longer hours, we work in longer days, we have the cooperation of the staff because they too understand basically what needs to be done.
He said so far he received great assistance from the RGPF and cooperation from drivers during the morning rush hour.
We had the police presence up to 8 o'clock, and the police presence usually would make a difference. All right, but I must say that we had 95% cooperation from the people using the roads. All right, I think they understand basically, how we have to go about it if they need to use the road. So I must say the people that we had after the police went to people like myself and others who have experience in basically handling traffic and things organized. So we have it under control.
For GBN News, I am Rena Per Thomas reporting.
One student has won both categories in the recent Grenada Green Group anti-litter campaign. Republic Bank was one of the major supporters of the initiative, which sought to highlight the problem of littering in Grenada. Jared Joseph has that story.
11-year-old Shikwana Samuel of Uganda Martyrs Primary School captured the coveted prizes in the Grenada Green Group anti-litter campaign, which was launched in late 2021. The issue of littering in Grenada was the focus of the campaign among schools, and the promotion was designed in two categories: an art or poster competition and a song competition using a Christmas jingle were opened to 7 schools, 5 primary and 2 secondary schools. Shikwana emerged winner in both categories with her art depiction of coughing earth, the planet choking on litter, and her Christmas anti-litter song to the tune of Jingle Bells, Jingle All the Way. Her prize was a gift certificate for a registered account sponsored by Republic Bank valued at $500, representing $250 for each category. Republic Bank brand ambassador 2019 IAAF world champion in the javelin, Anderson Peters, presented Shikwana with her prize in a brief ceremony held at the school last Thursday. Commenting on the drive, Secretary of the Grenada Green Group, Mr. Ian Blakey said, and I quote, "It is impressive that schools managed to produce material at all at a time when their routines were being repeatedly disrupted by the COVID-19 restrictions." Republic Bank joined in congratulating the 11-year-old champion, noting that supporting initiatives like this is in keeping with its mandate to adopt the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Mr. Nikolai Boyk, representing Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, presented a 25-year commemorative T-shirt to Shikwana. Mr. Boyk said that the message about the damage done by littering must be spread by as many channels as possible. It's an anti-litter campaign. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Still ahead, National Youth Parliament off to a great start. This is News at 7. We'll be right back.
What if there was a place in Grenada that was close to Grandance Beach, within walking distance and attractions, and you didn't have to pay hundreds of dollars to serve? Guess what? There it is. Look us up.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a full certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
She was my life, caring for me, loving me from a baby. COVID came and she never left the house. She felt safe there. Just turned 80. She kept saying, "Son, go take the vaccine so you could come and see me. I miss you." And never did. Because I'm young and I'm strong, and people on Facebook say the vaccine don't really protect you. I went to see her because I thought I was fine. They had no symptoms. She was so happy to see me. I had COVID and I did not even know. Being vaccinated would have helped. I just know it. I just know it. I'm so sorry, Granny. I'm so sorry.
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
If there was a product that helped with the cold, flu, bronchitis, sinusitis, laryngitis, and allergies, and still does deep cleansing for your pores to restore natural beauty, would you get it? Yes? Well, there is. The 2-in-1 facial and nasal steamer is here, and it's available locally at The Boss Collection. The 2-in-1 facial and nasal steamer provides deep cleansing while clearing nasal passages and loosening impurities. Get yours now from The Boss Collection. Booth number 6 on Halifax Street, St. George's, opposite Farm and Garden Center, or in Grenville by Rachel the Nail Tech, upstairs Superstore, opposite Peter's Photo Studio. Call or WhatsApp The Boss Collection on 954-600-0200.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Welcome back. National Youth Parliament was off to a great start with the sitting of both the upper and the lower houses of Parliament last Thursday. This followed weeks of intense training, as we hear in this June Paul report.
The 2022 series commenced with the sitting of the lower house by a 9-member team who debated on the child's need for protection as cited in the Protection and Adoption Act 2010, an act to provide for the care and protection of children in Grenada and to provide for matters incidentals, therefore to purposes connected therewith, commonly cited the Child Protection and Adoption Bill, to which several amendments were made. The second part of the Parish Youth Parliament brought together a team of 12 aspiring future parliamentarians who pitched on a high-level discussion on the possessory title bill. The possessory title bill was passed with several amendments made in the best interest of all Grenadians. Participants spoke of the involvement in the parliamentary processes.
When I say possessory title, it deals with ownership to land, whereas someone occupying the land for over a period of time, that person can claim to be the owner of the land, just being on the land, right? Some persons are affected by this on a daily basis.
I really have much knowledge about it, but after being able to understand what the bill is trying to actually state, I was able to put it into my own words and understand it my way in order to write my speech to come here to stand and represent Carriacou in my interview.
I am better at expressing myself thanks to Youth Parliament, as well as I'm able to probably do public speaking or to be a greater public speaker. I have also been able to understand some of the workings, ins and outs, you can say, with Parliament and its proceedings, the different procedures.
I must say that everyone did deliver very well, right? And in regards to the bill, this is one of the most important bills in Grenada, right? And I must say that I have, one of my passions is protecting children. That is one of my passions. I love children, right? So to see that there is actually a bill which speaks to protecting children and everything, I really loved this bill.
Facilitator Clifton Ned highlighted the challenges encountered by the participants.
The public may not be aware of this, but much of what happens in the parliament sitting is a surprise when it happens, because even we as the ones organizing don't always know how people will vote or what decisions they would make. Today's development, for example, where a part of a bill was completely removed, is not something that we expected or had any prior knowledge would happen. But I think two things are important here. One, that they had the autonomy to do with the bill as they felt they wanted to, but also that they had understanding of what the rules are, so that they did with the bill within the framework of the proper procedure of Parliament.
The final sessions for the parliamentary cycle will be held in March. Following this, the process of recruiting a new batch of youth parliamentarians will commence. Reporting for the Division of Youth Development, I am June Paul.
From thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN's Eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with the ClearVision.
What God has blessed, no one can curse. And that's the attitude of tonight's Eyesore submission. Our Eyesore reporter said, this is a bunch of wrapped fig. The tree was cut off and it still bore fruit. Adding that one fig can be so big, we cut it in half. But look at this. Not only did this bunch of fig grow from a cut stalk, but double, 2 bunches in one. Could this be God's way of showing us that all is not lost amidst this COVID-19 pandemic? If this tree can overcome its own challenges and produce more than one bunch, what's stopping you from rising above your own challenges? We thank our Eyesore reporter for this submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is up next, and Zia has the latest developments in sports and around the globe.
Bringing love for you this game. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of
Here at the Communal, this Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the Communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communal show with that great care.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for playing Waggity Virtual Bingo. And on Sunday, January 30th from 6 p.m. it's a competition time because you can win $10,000. Tickets are only $10 and you'll get one free. Wait, what? Free? Yes! Purchase one ticket and you'll get another absolutely free. Offer ends on Sunday, January 3rd. So hurry and get those tickets now. Available in Grenada from numerous box offices island-wide. Or if you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, January 30th. Join the fun online. Play Waggity Bingo. It's the new way to play Bingo.
Was ever a time to keep and stay healthy? It's now! We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Julie Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Farm.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Eyesore Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Eyesore Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Eyesore Imaging has streets. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandlands. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679. or 406-1500, or visit any of our 3 locations. Eyesore Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order. Have it for Pickup Express.
The following is a paid political announcement. The views expressed are of the client and not the Grenada Broadcasting Network.
elect GRP, and it will prosecute all employers who force vaccine on their workers. We will fire all union leaders who rejected their workers. We will prioritize agriculture, healthcare, education, industry over tourism. NNP has achieved concrete roads, oppressed Imani workers, influx of COVID-19 virus on persons, oppressed freedom of speech and of the press, over women debt per person average $18,000. We will reject COVID-19 vaccine on our people.
The preceding was a paid political announcement. The views expressed are of the client and not the Grenada Broadcasting Network.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Your weather for tonight, January 24, 2022. Your weather is mostly fair and breezy. Tonight's minimum temperature, 24.5 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open water. Tides will be high at 8 p.m. and low at 3 a.m. Now for a look at your weather forecast for the next 3 days, till January 25th, 2022. Your weather is mostly fair and breezy with light nighttime showers. Wednesday, January 26, 2022, your weather is partly cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers. Thursday, January 27, 2022, your weather is partly cloudy with light to moderate morning showers.
Sporting fans, let's bowl off with cricket. Grenadians Lydia Edgar as manager and Christy Blake as a player will feature as the Windward Islands female under-19 host at the USA female under-19 for 4 T20 matches. The tour is scheduled in St. Vincent and the Grenadines from today Monday through to Friday. The historic tour represents the first USA under-19 female team to tour the West Indies. It is also the first opportunity for the Windward Islands under-19 females to come together as a unit since the pandemic. Both teams will be using the tour for development and exposure. The tournament is made possible by the collaborative efforts of the Windward Islands Cricket Board, USA Cricket, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cricket Association. Still with cricket, this time on the sister Isle of Carriacou. An inaugural T10 tournament is ongoing as the sport returns earnest at the parish level. The Carriacou United Cricket Board seemingly had the head start in terms of the resumption of cricket in 2022, followed by the St. David's Cricket League, which commenced a T20 tournament over the weekend. We get more details on the competition in Carriacou in this report.
It was another exciting weekend at Hillsborough Playing Field in the inaugural T10 tournament that has marked the start of the Carriacou Cricket Season 2022 edition. In the first game on Saturday between Mount Royal Lorena Stars and Dover Titans, Mount Royal defeated Titans by 17 runs. Mount Royal scored 100 for 6 after 10 overs, with Cap Angus Modest scoring 59 from 38 balls. In reply, Titans made 71 for 3 in 10 overs, with Imran George top scoring with 39 from 27 balls. Angus Modest was named man of the match. Match 2 featured Young Lads and Leicester Cricket Club. Young Lads won by 45 runs, scoring 142 for 3 at 10 overs, and in reply, Leicester Cricket Club made 97 for 3 in their allotted 10 overs. Imran Joseph top scored for Young Lads with 84 of 29 balls and was adjudicated man of the match. The final match of the day featured Universal Bouncers and BBH Cricket Club with victory for Universal Bouncers. Universal Bouncers scored 121 for 2 from 10 overs, with Javel St. Paul 44 not out from 14 balls and Harlan Moses 38 not out from 23 balls. Fitzroy Lendo took 2 for 15 for BBH Cricket Club. In reply, BBH Cricket Club made 87 for 6 after 10 balls, with Benjamin Fraser scoring 28 from 13 balls, and the man of the match, Sheldon Joseph, took 4 wickets for just 3 runs for Universal Bouncers. The first match on Sunday was the closest contested in the tournament thus far, with Young Lads defeating BBH Cricket Club by 1 run. Young Lads batting first made 93 for 8 after 10 overs, and in reply, BBH Cricket Club scored 92 for 3 in that 10 overs. Match 2 featured Mount Royal Lorena Stars versus Universal Bouncers, with victory for Universal Bouncers by 20 runs. Universal Bouncers scored 120 for 6, with Javel St. Paul scoring 39 from 14 balls. In reply, Mount Royal reached 108 for 4 from their allotted 10 overs. Bowling for Universal Bouncers, Javel St. John took 2 wickets for 26 and was adjudicated man of the match. The final match for the weekend, the Leicester Cricket Club versus Dover Titans, resulted in victory for Leicester Cricket Club by 10 wickets. Dover Titans scored 99 for 6 in 10 overs, with Imran George 41 from 25 balls and Andy DeRoach 28 from 17 balls. In reply, Leicester Cricket Club made 100 without loss in 8.5 overs. Michael Joseph top scored with 63 not out, while Ricky Alexander made 32 not out. 6 more matches are scheduled for next weekend. On Saturday, Young Lads versus Dover Titans from 11 a.m, Leicester Cricket Club versus Universal Bouncers at 1 p.m, and BBH versus Mount Royal Lorena Stars at 3 p.m. On Sunday, it will be the knockout round of the tournament. The first match will be second placed versus third placed, then from 1 p.m, first placed versus fourth placed. At 3 p.m, 5th place versus 6th placed. I am Joya Joseph for GBN Sports.
Caribbean cameos from Romario Shepherd and Akil Hussain caused tremors for England, but West Indies fell just 1 run short of their target in another thrilling match on Sunday. Asked to chase 172 on a pitch that offered assistance to the bowlers, West Indies were in deep trouble at 65 for 7 in the 12th over before Shepherd and Hussain slammed 44 not outs each in a record 72-run 9th wicket stand, which entertained the colourful crowd. England then felt the heat under the late assault from Shepherd and Hussain, but the visitors survived the final stages of today's cliffhanger to leave the 5 series level 1-1 with 3 matches to go. Here are such highlights.
Yeah, even though he's got that away for 4, I think that was a safer option. Well played though by Shepherd. 1 for 2 for 8. Into the gap. And the bound for Akil Hussain. Another beautiful hit. It might just be short of the boundary. 4 signaled, but good ball striking towards the end. As long as he doesn't get into wides and no balls, it should be a safe game, providing. That's another 6. Almost every time there's pace on the ball on this surface, it's been dispatched. What a stroke. all the way for 6. In vain, but what a knock from Akil Hussein. What an effort.
The two teams return to the same venue on Wednesday for the third Betway T20 International. The Grenada Football Association is looking forward to a year focused on women's football, youth competition, and education following approval of its 2022 budget. The General Council of the Association unanimously approved the 2022 budget presented on December 18, 2021. Highlights of the budget include focus on 6 national teams, including the under-19, under-17 women's and senior national men's team, youth development programs, more women's football competitions, coaching education, and the development of a technical center. That's a wrap for our sports roundup. Do stay with us for global developments. And welcome to our probe around the globe. I'm Zia Frederick. Tonight we start in the U.S., where President Joe Biden is being blamed for empty shelves in U.S. supermarkets. Winter weather and the surge in Omicron cases is adding to the disruption. The pandemic has exposed problems with the regulation for truck drivers and how their pay has been cut. We get more in this report.
Across the U.S., supermarkets are again experiencing supply shortages of such basic goods as milk, eggs, and other household items. A wave of Omicron cases, global supply chain issues, labor shortages, and extreme weather are being blamed for the lack of goods. Another contributing factor, the trucking industry. Some 70% of goods delivered in the U.S. are by road. The main lobbying group for the trucking company says it needs an extra 80,000 new drivers to get goods where they need to be. And to help meet the demand for drivers, people as young as 18 could soon be allowed to drive trucks interstate after completing a federal apprenticeship program. 4 decades ago, in 1980, deregulation turned much of the trucking industry into what we now call the gig economy. Drivers are not paid for the time on the job, but for miles traveled.
They basically give the company that you're going to deliver to or pick up from, they give them 2 hours free to sit there and do whatever they need to do. The driver doesn't get paid.
Many truckers are classified as independent contractors, not employees, so companies don't pay for the upkeep of their trucks or invest in truck stops or warehouses. A trucker drives the allotted legal time and then stops wherever they are.
You get after 5, 6 o'clock, especially here on the East Coast, 5 o'clock, you might be on the side of the road somewhere trying to find a spot. There is a shortage.
There has been a steep decline in wages for truckers. Between 1977 and 1987, trucker compensation fell by some 35%. The average trucker salary is now around $50,000 a year. But there is another stark statistic. Trucking has an overall job turnover rate of between 74 and 92%. Between 7 and 9 out of 10 drivers leave their jobs after a year. We reached out to the American Truckers Association, but they declined to speak to us. But the U.S. Census, in fact, shows a record number of qualified truck drivers in the U.S. That's why others say the problem lies elsewhere.
There is no shortage of truck drivers in the United States. In fact, we have a surplus of drivers. We have millions of people in the U.S. who've trained to become a truck driver and then decided not to do the job.
Dr. Vishelli says the trucking industry has used the same tactics since deregulation in 1980 to insist on further deregulation so that it can have as many workers to choose from as possible. That way, it can offer the least wages and benefits while maximizing its profits.
Simply lowering driving age is not going to make things better. It burns them out. Most people won't last 6 months.
Something we've heard throughout this supply chain crisis is that it's decades of deregulation that focused on corporate profits and building infrastructure like truck roads, for example, and taking care of workers that got us here. Shihab Ratansi, Al Jazeera, Maryland.
A ship with $5 million worth of ammunition was not due in Guyana and was registered in Guyana, says port authorities. And local police have asked Interpol for help. More details in this report.
Following the seizure of a cargo ship carrying 3 shipping containers laden with $5 million worth of ammunition that is reportedly registered in Guyana, local police have told the press that they have launched a probe into the seizure of the ammunition aboard the purportedly Guyana vessel in Dakar, Senegal. Director of the Guyana Police Force's Corporate Communications Unit, Mark Ramatar, said that police are working with regional and international law enforcement agencies and has alerted the Interpol General Secretariat. Ramatar said that they want Interpol to assist with the questioning of one Sunil Kumar, Chief Executive Officer of International Maritime Safety Agency of Guyana, that is involved in the registration of motor vessels. Indeed, Nightly News is in possession of a document which shows the agreement was entered into by Marad and Sunil Kumar. Police in Senegal busted the $5 million worth of ammunition aboard the MV Iolika. That cargo ship was bearing the Guyana flag. Meanwhile, in an almost immediate response to the claim that the cargo ship was due to arrive in Guyana, the Maritime Administration said that it had cut all ties with that entity last year. In a statement, Marad said, quote, "The vessel in question is not contained in local ship's registry, and it is believed that registration documents were issued by International Maritime Safety Agency of Guyana, an entity with which the administration had severed all ties since the 13th of August 2021. Unquote. Marad said it has since notified all regional and international bodies and organizations of the effective termination of all arrangements with IMSAG, advised of the veracity of registration certificates issued to vessels by IMSAG. As a result, several vessels have been detained in various ports for false registration documents. Marad assures that it will continue to actively monitor this incident and will spare no effort in protecting the image of the Guyana flag, Marad said. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
And that story concludes tonight's probe. Stay with us for a recap of the main points.
Now for a recap of the headlines. Cook Hill residents unhappy about unwarranted attack on Grenville businesswoman and son, while the police say the attack leaves a bad reflection on the Grenadian people. Businessman Andy Williams grateful to Grenadian citizens who protected hotspots in David from fire on Sunday. And River Road Main Road reopens, but only to emergency services via minibuses and lightweight truck. In and around the globe, the U.S. supply chain problems cause more shortages in basic items. And in your sport, 2 Grenadians are part of a historic tour involving U.S. female junior cricket in the Windward Islands. If you missed any part of the newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online on our GBN television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Cherrian Blackman-Stephen. I was your presenter for tonight, and we'll see you again. Good night.